Hello, hello, everybody. Thank you so much for coming, and welcome to Save Ancient Studies Alliance Archaeogaming live stream. I am Julie Levy, the managing director for Save Ancient Studies Alliance, and joining me today for my continuing stream on Outer Wilds is Kiernan Acquisto. What
Hi,
is SASA?
everyone, and hi.
Sorry, still doing the slides. Sorry for technical difficulties. Um, What is SASA? It is the Save Ancient Studies Alliance, which works to promote the study of ancient world and engagement with our human deeper past, building a grassroots movement through outreach, collaboration, accessibility, and public scholarship. We work towards our goal of inspiring a wide, inclusive community of scholars, learners, and students. You can find SASA all over the social internet. No longer Twitter, but now on Blue Sky as well. So, usually at Save Ancient Studies, pretty much everywhere that we can be found. These live streams do stay up on Twitch for as long as we can keep them, and they also are ported over to our YouTube channel, Save Ancient Studies. We do ask that you follow our live event protocol, which is just basically be kind and respectful, listen and ask thoughtful questions throughout the event. Please be patient with technology and those of us administering it. See previous moment. And Archaeogaming Live is streamed live on Twitch and will be posted with consent of everyone involved. Uh, Also, spoiler alerts, especially for a game like Outer Wilds, where we are encountering new knowledge as we go through. If you would like to not be spoiled on stuff for Outer Wilds, I do recommend that you either go play it first and come back, uh, or go watch our previous playthroughs, which are all live on our YouTube channel. We would love it if you would subscribe here on Twitch, and if you enjoy our live events, such as Archaeogaming book clubs and reading groups, consider becoming a supporter of SASA with a recurring monthly donation. For as little as $3 a month, you can help us save ancient studies, and you can subscribe here on Twitch for free, of course, through your Amazon account. Thank you so much for joining us. We look forward to chatting with you, and hey, let's keep going. Okay, I believe we are good now. Let me just see why Discord is not showing me the video I expect. Okay, there it is. Good, good.
Here I am.
There you are.
All right. Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
This is my actual cue.
This is your actual cue.
I'm clearly very overeager and have also completely forgotten what I'm doing. Hi, everyone. My name is Kiernan Acquisto. I am here because I have a doctorate in art history, specializing in the art of the ancient Mediterranean. I've also participated in fieldwork in the past, and so I have a little bit of experience in actual archaeology, archaeological inquiry. And so Julia and I will be looking at the Outer Wilds, as we have been, with an archaeological mindset, and also thinking about the material culture of the cultures that we encounter in the game.
Yeah, you know, I don't remember what if you've told me what digs that you've been on. I actually did very briefly, like just like a summer thing. I did work on the Akrotiri dig for a summer, and like that is the closest I get to digging in the dirt. As I was working, I was doing like a little class with the Akrotiri folks back before the collapse, actually. So, for those who aren't familiar, Akrotiri is a site on Santorini, the southernmost of the Greek Isles before Crete, and there's a huge city there that is like just absolutely gorgeous. All of these wall paintings. Some people call it Minoan. It's not quite. It's one of the smaller cultures of the area. They clearly had trade with the Minoans to the south on Crete. Um, and then I want to say like around 2010, there was a huge collapse because they tried to dig out under the existing farmland and vineyards, and something went wrong in the support structure, and so the whole roof collapsed in on the site, and they've had to reopen it. So I have not actually gotten to be there since, but that's the closest I get to digging in the dirt. I'm a languages person.
Yeah, I can. My experience. So I did one season at a site called Teldora, which is in the north of the modern day nation state of Israel, um, near 20 minutes near away from Haifa, basically. In
Oh
antiquity,
yeah, that's a beautiful area
um,
too.
yes, it has like a very long series of occupation. So from the Bronze Age to the Severn period with breaks. The area that I was excavating from topsoil, so it was Roman material, and it was next to a an area that had been excavated to the Persian period occupation layer, which is actually like the period of time that I study. Um, it that was certainly interesting, and of course, because it's a tell, there are trench, and it's been excavated for decades. Um, there are trenches at the site that are like 30 meters deep, actual dangerous holes in the ground. Um, I only did that one season there. And then prior to that, I participated in five, all of the seasons of the modern, like the most recent excavation of a site called Gornia, which was a Minoan site. So it is on Crete, on the northern coast in the Bay of Mirabello, if anyone knows about the island of Crete. Um, and it was a minor palace site. So I think the most famous palace site is Knossos, of course, reportedly where the Minotaur was born and imprisoned. Um, and then there are other large ones. So there's a major palace at Festos, the site of the Festos disc. Gornia seems like it was, I mean, like modern political structures don't quite map on, but like closer to like a governor's palace, if we wanted to analogize. Um, it is a beautiful area to excavate and a beautiful town. So like you can walk the ancient roads and get a sense of the foundations of structures within the town. And that site was occupied from the final Neolithic through the late Minoan period. And then there were some changes in the area. Uh, and then, of course, the collapse that was instigated by the sea people, theoretically.
Theoretically, and no word as to oops. That's what I get for going sideways.
Yeah, I mean, like Gordia had a port and boat houses. It was right on the coast. And then we see as we get into the late Minoan period, populations move further inland and up into the mountains. I mean, Crete is basically a mountain range rising up out of the Mediterranean.
I mean, so
Um,
much of that area, like, it really kind of is. Like all of the Greek coast, right?
right, right.
Okay, so I have found this again. Where was the entrance? Ba-doop. Go down into. Oh yeah, I know what I spent last time doing. Though we were just talking about like what did Kirsten miss? I spent a bunch of time going back and forth from the White Hole station. figuring out how that worked.
Okay.
So, if anyone is watching who has not caught up and has decided to ignore our spoiler warnings, which, fair enough, what are you? Okay, good. This is way into the tower. Let's go. Whee! So, we are inside a place called Brittle Hollow. It is, in fact, hollow and brittle, and sort of beginning its, beginning its destruction because it is, you know, it's got a black hole in the center. It's kind of eating everything. So we're trying to figure out... nope, not enough. Oof. Trying to figure out why this whole area seems to be dying and how to stop it. The why appears to be because of this black hole affecting the sun. So, if we can figure out what the ancient people who built all this stuff did, maybe we can figure out how to save our world. So, we've got some gravity adjustment stuff going on here, and this is the Tower of Quantum Knowledge, so in theory... Oof. You can see our gravity shifting back and forth. That's just very weird. Ack! I keep hurting myself. Like... There's gravity adjusting stone worked into this pathway so that with it, whichever way you're facing on it becomes down. Which is great right up until it breaks and you can no longer get into where you want it to be. So we don't have any like tools to move stuff around. That shouldn't have hurt. I'm very bad at judging. Hi, Harusakeimon. Krypton is collapsing? Yes, basically. There's so much happening here. Okay, so that's... So we've got crossroads here. We can light that up and follow it wherever we want. But how do I get up this tower? That's not what I meant to do. Come on. Let's go back to where I was and see if I can do anything from up there. So they've built this so that we can see in. Oh, and it's prompting me to launch the scout. 3 minutes oxygen remaining. Oh, come on.
Yeah,
Oh, hey, an image of me. We haven't gotten one of those before. I wonder if there's a place we can launch the scout actually through rather than just into the window. It seems like I ought to be able to. Well, that didn't work. There we go. So... what is inside there? There's a tree inside there, which would be very helpful.
Yes. I was just about to say it would be so nice if there was a strategically placed tree.
Trees are how you get oxygen. Um, so maybe I can get close to the tree from outside? Probably not. It's very hard to aim this scout, because I want the little reticule in the center to be where it aims, but that's not it. So really what I want is to get up there, it seems like. There's a tree over here. Am I close enough to the tree? No. It's right there. Let me fill my oxygen. Fine. Let's get back up. There were trees out here. Maybe. There we go. You were not even that close. That's just rude. So, like, okay. Can I launch my scout through these? Maybe. It looks like it's the same pattern, so... Whee! So, I managed to launch it at the exact same place. But, okay, so it looks like we have these depictions of various things in the system, or at least desirably in the system.
Right.
So that's the twins. That's the
eye.
eye, which we're searching for. That's clearly dark bramble, which kind of worrying that it was already that way way back when we were fish. Giant's Deep, Brittle Hollow. I guess that's Timber Hearth. So what does that tell us about how to get to the quantum moon? I don't really know. Maybe go through the sun? Something in the center of all this? It's a little worrying. Like that. That is also a little worrying. Crunch. I just wish I could get down there, because there's clearly something to read. And even if I launch my scout and hit right near that, I don't think I'm going to be able to read. Well. Whoa. I wish I could break a window. Oh. Thanks for the bot spot. Please go away. So I guess I should ask. There is a way into this tower, right?
There's text inside the tower.
Right.
Of course there's a way into the tower.
Okay. So what I'm thinking right now is jumping out of the gravity stream partway, which I don't know if I can actually do, but no. Now I'm just going in the black hole again.
Pretty cool though.
The black hole is very cool. Where is that? Oh, there it is. I'm also still not clear how the anglerfish fossil helps us to learn about anglerfish, but, like how to avoid anglerfish. But, hey, at least... Come on, come on, come on. Match velocity. Thank you. Doop, doop, doop. Can I... nudge? Come on. In we go. Into the White Hole Station. This thing does not seem like it should be possible, but I kind of love it. Yes, I Event Horizoned myself, and not even close to for the first time, as you can tell by me actually knowing what to do about it. Wait. Did I just... Where am I? Okay, there we go. Alright. So... The spinny is not currently on. Let's go. Force it to spin. If you were here with us last session, you saw me do this at least several times as I fell into the black hole. Wait for everything to come back around. I'm not sure we'll have time to do a whole lot, to be honest, once I get back out there. It might just die. But, you know.
It's a place to hang out.
Just chilling in the white hole. Okay. So... Surface integrity 0. I'm concerned about that. Not sure that we have much option. Trees detected. Where? As you can see, our sun is preparing to become its own special category of star, which is to say everything is going to explode. Okay. Where am I? Here we go. So, I want the house covered in trees. That has a way down in it. A way down that is not just jumping blindly into the black hole. Whee! Our friend mentioned that this was making him sick to, like, go through all these gravity shifts. But I kind of wonder, it seems like fun to have the gravity shifting constantly like this.
Yeah, I mean, some people like inverted roller coasters and some people don't.
It's
So,
true. It's true. I don't actually
each
like
their
roller
own.
coasters, so I'm not sure how well I would actually do. Right. So I've kind of almost got a sense of where things are now. So why does the warper warp? Yeah, good question. It seems to have to do with the gravity stone somehow. That's tech that they had before they came here. this planet is so brittle and so hollow. Whee! Oops. Okay, so we're on level 1, which, as I believe, was the school? Which I never did figure out why. Why is this the school? I mean, presumably they were teaching people here, but what kind? Were they teaching the youngins here? Were they conducting science experiments? Oh, right, they were. Right, because they have these weird little stones that produce ghost matter or something. I forgot about the ghost matter. Don't forget about the ghost matter. It'll kill ya.
Yeah. When you were wandering around the houses, I was like, oh no, don't go to the one that's full of ghost matter. The tree one, not that other one.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. There's not much to be hollow anymore. It's all falling in. Can see the gravity cannon over there. Oh, and the music has started. We're almost done.
I love the end of the world music.
It is really gorgeous. Matter that turns you into a ghost. Not false. Not false. Oh, I was saying last time, it was like, oh, I finally figured out why their pots are shaped the way they are. It's because they like to have the roots out. Oh, there it is. That may be the first time I've actually died from ghost matter. I don't remember. Just because I was trying to walk across a bridge.
The world was ending anyway. So.
Yes. I don't feel like I missed much there. One of these days I'm going to get into the quantum tower. My cat is being ridiculously cute, if you're wondering. Did you ever play Breath of the Wild, Kiernan? Like the newer Zelda games?
I have watched other people play Breath of the Wild.
You know the dragon
Why do you
music?
ask?
I was just thinking about like pieces of video game music that just make my brain happy, and the dragon music is like, oh, it's so good.
Yeah, I think that video game sound design is, I mean, obviously there are a subset of people who care very deeply about it, but I think that it's underrated.
Yeah.
Both like scoring and like volley design.
Yeah. Definitely. Video game sound has gotten so sophisticated too. Where is anything? I kind of wonder if I should try exploring something else. I have not been to the Twins yet.
Oh, yeah.
So, let's do that. I did want to get to the observatory, and I do some point want to get to the quantum moon, but I've never actually been to the Ember Twins in this whole playthrough. Or the Ash Twin and the Ember Twin. So let's check them out. See what they're like. Try not to fall into the sun. Oh. I guess we're headed for the Ember Twin first. Maybe? If I can land without dying? Okay. There we go. Not bad. I didn't even damage the ship, even though it's sideways. Not that it will surprise anybody, but I should not be an astronaut. It would be bad news. I love this desert environment, like, as opposed to all the trees we've been seeing. Like, this really looks like sagebrush and stuff. Unidentified signal nearby. Signal scope. Where are we? So this is one of the Nomai escape pods. We've seen one before on Brittle Hollow, I think. Come on. So they have these beacons, which are presumably rescue beacons. Let's see. There's less gravity than I expected for that. Alright, whoa! Whee! Okay, so... Hello. No, my recording. So... Our escape pods. Passengers are afraid, but physically well. Everyone survived the crash. So we do know that they crashed. They crashed a big vessel, a spaceship of some kind, into Dark Bramble, and then 3 escape pods went out. So there are attempts, I guess, to find the other escape pods. So I think what we're hearing, that untranslated, unidentified signal must be the distress beacon. I guess that's it for that.
Did that happen last time too? I don't remember.
I don't think so.
But it was an unidentified signal.
So yeah, we can hear that. Okay, so we know that's what their little life pods look like. What a fascinating design, this whole wheel and spoke arrangement. It's fairly efficient, but it's very when you think about an escape pod or a lifeboat, you don't really think about wheels so much, right? So that's fascinating. And then we have, whoa, lots of writing. Launching escape pod 3, escape pod 2. Escape pod 2 vessel has been mortally injured. Okay, so preparing for impact. So these are the logs from the vessel before launch. And this one is like, okay, don't stay here. Which is not that surprising.
Right. We're like throwing distance from the sun.
Yeah. There's another recording down here. Oh, so inside the planet, it's okay. The escape pod punctured the surface, broke into what scans show as a cave system with much cooler air. Would recommend seeking a shelter down there, but the passages are a maze. Oh, that'll be fun. So they went into the caves and they tried to mark the system, and the sand is rising gradually. Fascinating. Okay, so we have a cave system with more desert-like plants. I love the imagination of, like, yeah, we want to indicate desert, but also alien, so we'll make a cactus, but it's going to be blue.
Right.
So what do we got?
I'm trying, I think though, if something was growing in the dark, wouldn't it be red?
You would think.
If we were operating under standard physics.
So there is a horror that lies at the end of this tunnel. That's exciting. Maybe it's an anglerfish. Um,
Ugh, I love caves filled with horrors.
I do as long as I can, as long as every time that I die I come back again. That's fine. So, nothing here but rocks, it says. The rocks are interesting. That's nice. This looks like a piece from the shuttle, maybe. It's very constructed. Oh, yep, it's the escape hatch. Okay, so what else have we got? Found an enormous cavern at the end of this passage. Appears promising. We could construct a shelter there. Okay, so this is the start of the path to the shelter site. I've left you directions to guide you there. Of note, we must hurry as the pathway there is filling with sand. Do not allow yourself to be buried by sand and make sure no one is lost. That definitely won't happen again anytime soon, right? Of course not. And what's this way? This passage leads to breathable air. Refill your supply tank there. Don't linger as this area is exposed to the heat of the sun. Okay, so let's go refill our oxygen tank right as we... This is a nice little area. So we'll take their advice, return quickly. Okay. Let's go see the interesting rocks. See if there's anything of note there. Nope. That doesn't look... I don't know why they were even noted as interesting. But, how about unknown horrors? That seems good, right?
Yeah. If not now, when?
That sure looks anglerfishy. Oh yeah, that is totally anglerfish. And... oh, there's writing in there. Let me through. Harg. There's probably another way in. But... so somehow, this anglerfish fossil led them to think that they could move around in dark bramble without getting eaten by the giant anglerfish that lived there.
Mm.
I don't know what
That
that's
is
about.
unfortunate for them.
Okay, so having taken at least a quick look down all of the other tunnels, let's go see what their habitat construction turned into. It's nice of, I mean, I'm sure they carved out these paths to some degree, but it's nice of the planet to just sort of, oops, wrong button. So this is sand, yeah. Woo! It's still fallen, and where's the way out? Oh, there. To give them these just very convenient little pathways. Ooh. Didn't mean to fall that far. The sand is in fact rising. Quickly, even. It is, in fact, as you say, quicksand.
Haha. Nice one.
Can't take credit, that was chat. Walk forward
What
until
is
you
this?
meet the sandfall at the pit and then turn left. Okay, so this way. There's a left. I thought there was supposed to be an up. really don't see an up. Oof. It's kind of hard to navigate, though. Okay, so... walk forward until you meet the sandfall at the pit. Turn left. Continue to the room filled with rock column formations. Climb upward through the opening above them. Okay, so sandfall at the pit. Aha! This is left. More left. Okay. Aha! Here we go. So... that looks like more way through. Okay, so where does this lead us? Okay. Yeah, that does not look very, Alright, so this way, apparently. Only a little further left. Hurry before the sand comes. And the sand is coming. You can watch it rising. Fascinating that this is still here, even. Ow! Dang cactus. Maybe I should just let the sand carry me up there. Probably not.
I don't know if that's what it will do.
Ack! I can't see anything. And I'm gonna die of oxygen deprivation anyway. Why don't the cactuses help me out? Surely they produce oxygen too. Oh hey look! It's a door. It is a Nomai door, as if you couldn't tell. Love that quantum stuff. When did they develop that? Oh! Died of oxygen deprivation right as I found it. Damn it. Dang cactopodes.
Good for nothing.
They don't even produce oxygen I can have?
What if they're not plants?
What if they're not plants? Maybe that's why they're blue. They're actually fungus.
Or like, I don't know, some kind of rudimentary animal. Like a coral.
That's why they're being mean. They're trying to protect their territory.
Mm.
It's definitely not that I jumped straight into them.
Not because you fell on them.
Definitely not. Couldn't be me. Surely it's the cactus who is wrong. Wait, what's that? What is that? Oh, it's some kind of satellite, isn't it? I mean, it would have to be blinking like that.
Is it the one we've already seen? Or that one was further away?
Is this a Timber Harthian satellite? Yes. Can tell by the fact that it is constructed out of a freaking barrel. Okay. So... no. There we go. So I was saying last time that I have yet to autopilot straight into the sun, and apparently that is a rite of passage, so... who knows, it may yet happen this run.
Yeah, it seems like there is greater risk when you're trying to go to one of the twins.
Being as they orbit the sun very, very fast indeed. And really, what a strange structure to have two bodies connected like that.
Yeah. Yeah, the developers care about physics until they don't. Like, this is just cool.
I am a fan of the rule of cool. It is okay.
Yeah, I mean, as someone who's constrained by physics in my everyday life, it's not always that great.
No, no, indeed.
Ugh.
Whoa! Am I flying again?
Like that.
Yeah, that was not great. Okay. Where are we? Are we stable? We're somewhat stable. Let's not forget the suit. Okay. Well, we're definitely at some kind of Nomai construction. It looks like the gravity cannon, honestly. That definitely looks exactly like the gravity cannon. But the gravity cannon that I know about is not on this planet. Don't hit the cactus. Good job. Okay. So, no idea what that is. It is a gravity cannon, but why activate the gravity? Should call the shuttle home. Okay. Whoa! Dude. What just happened? I think I called the shuttle home. How do I get out there again? Do I have to jump? Ack.
Oh no.
Oh no, the sand is rising. Woo! Okay. What the heck is this? Oh. Hey! I have been wondering about these spacesuits this whole time, ever since we saw an image of a Nomai.
Alright, some Nomai fashion analysis.
They landed on a comet not long after its arrival in the star system. Our shuttle's equipment heard a strange energy reading coming from somewhere beneath the surface. I wonder if they're talking about the interloper?
Me?
Can you tell that Kiernan has knowledge of this game and I don't?
Maybe?
So there's a fissure in the ice. They went in, but they've been gone a long time now, and they haven't come back. Should I leave this shuttle or look for them? But I don't know what'll. Okay, so it doesn't look like they did go out after their sister. Something abrupt and terrible happened. Alright, that's the recording.
Landing on a comet would be quite precarious.
Yes.
Do you know of Phil Plate, Julie?
Sorry, what? Oh, Phil Plate?
Phil Plate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I thought you might. Have you read Under Alien Skies? It's quite good.
I actually
But there isn't an
have not.
yeah, there's an entire chapter about like what would happen if you landed on an icy planetary body, like a comet. And they're not hard. It's like imagine if you were just in like ice quicksand.
This feels like a navigation system. But it's a little bit hard to control. Maybe it doesn't want to go anywhere. For sure. Ship log updated. So we're going. We're out in space. There's no kind of atmosphere. Looks like we're headed for the sun. Can we not do that? Nope. Looks like we can only do that. The sun!
Real style in doing it in the Levy shuttle.
I suppose so. Oh, boy, that was not what I expected to be doing, but okay. That's a lot of this game, right? It was like, I did not expect to find this here, let's poke it. Oh god.
Shouldn't have done that. Should not have done that. Thinking about the escape pods in the shuttle, no line design is quite beautiful.
It really is. They have a fascination for geometric structures, both circular and angular.
Yeah, the escape pods are kind of like nautiloid, not just a circle, but a spiral. I mean, we have like sacred geometries too.
For sure. There's Giant's Deep. I'm still a little too close to Timber Hearth. There we go.
Oh,
Am I down? I feel down. Am I sinking? I might be sinking. It looks like this is, in fact, all sand. But let's go check it out. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Die? Oh, so we have an up gravity well. And no obvious control panel to get it back. I wonder if there's a down. I wonder if I'll sink in this sand or not. So far, no. So far, doing okay. wonder how many features this place even has. If it's just all sand dunes. I'm hoping, based on the Nomai's love of geometric shapes and symmetry, that maybe on the South Pole I will find an inn. Oh, that's promising. There's definitely something here. I love that I can see my own shadow. I love it every time I can, like, acknowledge myself. Okay, so there's something here, and it's buried, but it is powered. Huh. It's another out. Not in. That's fascinating. So they've clearly, I think they were talking about building a structure in the middle of this one, right? Is that this planet?
Mm-hmm.
So they've got some sort of shelter or at least enclosed facility down there. But how do I get in? And those things are clearly buried on purpose. Oh, we can see a landing spot over on the surface of the Ember Twin. That little, like, double spiral.
Mm-hmm.
And it does look like the thing connecting them is the flow of sand, which is 100% nonsensical.
Yeah. For like a few reasons. That's not gonna work.
But there is a structure over there. And the connector seems to move, which is fascinating. So I could flow over to the Ember Twin with the sand, or I could explore what the sand is uncovering here. Obviously, I'm here now. I'm gonna explore this. What? This is a broken door. There's nothing reacting. Quantum. The lights are broken out. There's gotta be some way in. Oh, and this is one of those warp thingamabobs, like we saw in the Whitehole station.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure I could come up with a better name than warp thingamabob, but I am also fairly certain that the developers already did. So, the main door is broken. Is there another door? Oh, is there any place with oxygen? Maybe over there. Let's find out. Cactus. That's not gonna oxygen. But this ceiling is broken. So that's... Okay, so the sand is going down here, which means that maybe it will uncover ways forward. Oh, don't stand on the cactus.
There's a planet-sized thorn patch and a hollow planet with a black hole in the center. Well, to be fair, it didn't start that way. But the gravity-defying constraint of sand is where you draw the line. I can draw multiple lines. I'm very talented in that way.
Oh, I made it to one of the warp pad thingies, but who knows what the actual warp condition is. Is that a tree? No. That is... That is... Oh, wow. That is a Nomai dead in its spacesuit. Preserved completely implausibly in these conditions for millions of years.
Yeah, what's the textile made out of is my question.
Okay, so there's a slot here for a scroll. There were some bookshelves over here, but nothing remaining in them. Stupid cactus. I don't think I'm gonna manage to get oxygen in time. What's this? This is where I don't want to be, isn't it? Oh hey! There's a scroll! Whoa! That was way more of a jump than I intended. Kathump. I'm gonna faint before I can even read this thing, aren't I? Yep. Dang it. Oh, speaking of which, my computer came unplugged. This was warning me of low battery. Let me fix that while I come back to life. Yeah, you know, obviously I am not a scientist in the, like, physics and astronomy sense of science. I do languages. But in terms of sci-fi plausibility, a world in which they can control gravity, which is what we have here, I can kind of understand how you could construct a black hole engine that would, like, be stable enough that it would take millions of years for it to start fucking up everything around it. I have a lot harder of a time imagining how a stable sandstorm moving around a planetoid, like, I just don't understand what the physics is even supposed to be, right? Like, that's the thing. it's not so much that, like, it's less plausible than a black hole engine that you can fall into and out of at will. It's just less well explained so far.
Right. And so, like, the dark bramble, that's clearly a malignant invasive species.
Right.
From some other place, so sure. It can be a planet-sized thorn patch, and obviously the Nomai are influencing physical reality. The twins are kind of... It's also, too, like, why is it sand?
Yeah.
Not to fixate on stupid things.
Right, but, like,
but
also, like, why is it
molten
sand?
glass. Even if this could happen, like, there's some sort of dynamical system where this could occur, it's not going to be sand. The sun is
this
right
close
there.
this close to the sun,
hot.
it is going to be a sea of glass.
Oh, which is cool in its own way.
Right, but, you know, we wouldn't be able to walk across that. polar doohickey, which is the up. And that is not which pole I expected it to be. There's the sandstorm. Okay, so somewhere along the line of this sandstorm is the ruin that I was looking at. A slightly different ruin? Whee! Like, you can still tell it's Nomai because of these geometric spirals. Or concentric diamonds, rather. Even when it's just a bit of broken wall. There does appear to be a solar satellite out there. I noticed it when we were coming in. Oh, hey, we're at the bookshelf. Perfect.
I'll just ride the sand down.
Eventually I will find the scroll. There it is. Why has my game frozen? That's not cool. Oh, Switch. That's a problem I've never had before.
Well, playing.
I guess.
Are we, though?
I guess we're restarting this one. I wonder where it will restart me. I don't think I've ever tried to reload it in the middle of a run through. I mean, why would I, right?
Mm-hmm.
It just really doesn't want me to read that particular scroll. It starts a new loop. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, it's not like it has a save mechanic. Beyond that. Why would it?
Right. Really, I'm loving this game. I could play it all day. I don't think we're gonna finish it. Like, not today, but like not even all month. Even if I do stream every weekend, which I want to do. So the goal is for me to continue finding as much cool stuff to talk about as possible. I mean, do you want to vote on where we go? We don't have to keep going to the same place over and over. Heck.
I'm kind of a completionist. Not that we've managed that
No.
at any point. I love the visual, though, of a ruin emerging from the sand.
Yeah,
That's
it really
pretty
is. It really is very truthy? I don't know. It's not like true to life exactly. right? But it is...
It's
It is
poetic.
sort of how things go.
It's an evocative metaphor
Yeah.
of uncovering.
It's like we do dig in the sand for ruins, obviously.
Digging in the sand for ruins is terrible. The sand moves.
Yeah, I imagine so.
I've never done that. But it seems like it would really suck. I've just done like normal, like dirt.
Yeah.
I've hacked through like lots of olive tree roots. That was pretty horrible.
Oh, yeah, I bet. We're on, like, completely the wrong side of this planet. Whee! There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. I'm kind of curious whether walking into the sandstorm will, like, A, will it kill me? B, will it take me to the other one?
One way to find out.
So, yeah. Yeah. B, at least, was definitely true. Alright, I didn't die. Shockingly. Made my way back to the Ember Twin gravity cannon. Okay. But rather than pulling the shuttle this time, I'm going to go this way. So the Sunless City, which was what we were trying to get at before, is this way apparently. A much less dangerous entryway in theory that is now full of cactus. And we have no way of moving. I wonder if I could get past... Oh my gosh, look at those ghost matter stones. I wonder...
Yeah, let's see what that situation is like.
Actually, I can't see it from here. Ah! Nope, nope. There's absolutely no clearance. And I just lost most of my oxygen. Are there trees in this room? It seems like there should be.
The
There's more.
fantasy of all of that sand flowing away without work is the most common fantasy in all of archaeology.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I was looking at these like milky stones
Yeah, I don't know.
embedded in
What is that? Oh, they're gravity stones. They're just really wacky ones. This is part of the gravity cannon structure. Got it. So I can't get into the Sunless City from here. Which is a shame. Oh. Shuttle is currently resting at the Comet. Call the shuttle home. Activate gravity cannon. What does activating the gravity cannon do? Okay, come on. All the way up. I don't know. Probably need the shuttle to be home before doing that. Come here. it goes. That's fascinating. So these things project writing. That's news. Thought they were elaborate pots. So we could go out to the shuttle and try... Yeah, maybe the shuttle has oxygen. Probably does. Yeah, I think I remember there being a tree in there.
It would be weird if it didn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
So... we know what all that is.
It's interesting to me that the escape pods, which were built on the Nomai's home world, look one way. But then the shuttle is like much more aligned with like the structures that they've been
Whoa!
building in this star system.
Okay.
Or no?
Wow. Alright. That was interesting. So, apparently the middle one is for coming back home. And that's why I can't get it to do anything when I'm here. I wonder what the one on the right is. So only the one on the left. Crunch! Wow, that did not go well. Shot myself straight into the ash twin in the Nomai shuttle. Whoops. I do keep finding new ways to die.
Crashing into a parked car is... it's one way.
I mean, I didn't hit my own ship, which would have been quite possible.
Anyway, I was yapping.
Oh, yes, please go ahead.
About the design of these interplanetary craft. And it's interesting that the shuttle it just looks like a Nomai structure that can fly versus the escape pods and the main ship, which have this like
Elegant
much
curvature
more fluid.
and
yeah, and they're you know like shiny and pristine, like silver and white.
yeah. It's clear that being here in this system changed what they had available to work with.
Mm-hmm.
And also, it's clear that it changed who they had available to work. If I recall the statements from the log from the Brittle Hollow folks correctly. Please stay here. Okay. Ka-thump-a-thump. Because they were talking about whether or not they actually had the knowledge remaining among them to build the Black Hole Forge.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what? Oh, the size of the storm changes as well. Interesting.
Well, I think because the sand moves,
Mm-hmm.
so it like tapers off.
Oh, I've turned around. Dang it. God, look at how brilliant that sun is from here. Just wacky. Okay.
I know that the like graphics are not the point of this game, but I love the surface texture of this planet. I know that it's supposed to be like sparkly sand, but it looks crunchy.
It does. It does. Hey, check that out. The smoke coming off of that rock there. I wonder
Hey,
if that
if we might
somebody
receive a signal.
somebody
Yeah.
I know is out there. Okay. Whoa, the interloper is real close. So where is the dang ruin that I was trying to get to?
This is a real danger of like desert archaeology, right?
Just
Especially in
getting lost in
deserts.
the desert where it all looks the same.
Yeah. Well, that and also like um structures being covered like uncovered, yes, but also covered again because sand is so fluid. Um
Wait, why is my ship on the Ember Twin? Did it get caught in the sandstorm? It must have. That's
well,
fascinating. Okay, I found the scroll. Nope, not that way. 3 minutes oxygen remaining. Oh, come on. Really? I'm never gonna get to read this darn scroll, am I? Let me out. Oh, that's the bookshelves. That's the wrong way. Okay. Alright. Friends visiting from the Hanging City, we are planning the Ash Twin project at the High Energy Lab. Became lost on the Ember Twin, but the High Energy Lab is building with the large solar panels. Imagine our immensely clever Conoi would lose his head if it weren't anatomically impossible. Okay. So, the Ember Twins High Energy Lab. On the Ember Twins equator. So, that was really cool, and I finally got to read it. But you know what it did not give me is oxygen.
Yeah.
So, sure. Beam me up, Scotty. Whoa. Gravity. So, these are not enough, I guess. Hey, I'm at my ship. Can I get into my ship? There's oxygen in there. Alright. Woo! I genuinely did not expect to see my ship again. So that's interesting. Alright, that being said, that might not be my ship. Alright. Down into the depths with a flashlight, please. There's a stairway. There's cactus. Don't fall on the cactus. God damn it.
The sandfall parked your ship better than you did.
It's true. It really did.
That might have been a friendly ship.
Okay, so we've got 2 markers. Coleus is missing. Vanished from Lakebed K, the one at the bottom of the dry lake bed in the North Pole, several days ago, and we're unable to find him. Don't know how much air he had when he disappeared. Okay, well, I don't know who that is, but I'm very sure he's long dead. This rock is very familiar. Did you travel here, my sedimentary friend? Your unique color and texture is identical to a rock I met earlier. I love the idea of scientists just talking to their specimens.
A rock I met.
Same rock fragment we found at the bottom of the dry lake bed. So, Coleus, the one who went missing. Okay,
Oh,
so they've found a quantum moon fragment. Okay.
And then
Hi. Hello, quantum moon fragment. You're a little bit in the way, but fascinating.
Oh.
Goodbye. Ah! Quantum cactus.
How can I get that slab there to ride upon?
Well, I mean, it looks like they've been installing staircases, and presumably at that point the cactus had not grown over the middle of it. Oh. Hello.
Oh.
So we are not too far from that friendly signal we detected, which is nice because it flies, we might find someone. If we can figure out how to get up there. I mean, I would... Wow, look at that triple entrance they made. That's pretty. Oh,
Pretty good.
There's another entrance over there.
The Nomai are very good at marking boundaries.
Yeah.
And that doesn't have anything to do with the fact that this is a game and they want you to go
Of course
into
not.
that.
Of course not. Just totally coincidental. What's in here? But what's out there? Ah! Yeah, I'm headed towards oxygen. I can see the trees from here. Hey, buddy. What? Hey, Chert! Playing the drums out here, middle of nowhere. Came out here to update the star charts, but something seems off. Oh. Oh, that's an interesting one. So it's not just our star that's getting hit by by this issue.
Yeah, the stars are going out.
Yeah, we're definitely not going to get killed by our sun going supernova. Just need to collect more data. I found something. I found a lot. I love the sort of egg-shaped helmet on the suit. It's really quite cute. Planet I mentioned may have been frozen solid or partially made of ice, like a much colder giant steep. It used to be the 5th planet in our solar system. In its place is dark bramble, which grew into the space. Yeah, it seems to have destroyed that. So, dark bramble appeared at the center of the 5th planet and began destroying it from the inside out. Its shards were flung across space. Wow, that is very cool. How dangerous is that big column of sand? Well, scale of 1 to dead, I'd give it a 7 or 8.
Oh, she's pretty though.
Oh.
I guess it would be.
So the sand does flow back and forth, and nobody knows why.
That makes even less sense.
No? Yeah. Yeah, that's what you get for staying on the surface of planets.
Yeah, I wonder if the Nomai likes to go underground on their own planet.
Yeah, they do seem to have an instinct for it, for building into the hearts of planets.
Which indicates that it might that's a cultural practice. I think I mentioned this when we were streaming in June, 1,000 years ago. But I strongly suspect that the Nomai sort of have ancestral Puebloan inspiration, and that's why their material
Ah,
culture looks the way that it does.
you know, that would make sense. I wonder if I can refuel my jetpack. Yeah. Alright. Thanks, Jert. Now, what was I doing? Oh, yeah. I was,
Big old door.
gonna look inside this door.
But also, the sun's looking a little angry.
Yeah, well, it does that. Every 20 minutes or so. Whoa. Big chasm here, but we've got some stairs. Looks like... Looks like the sand is rising right now, which is not great for my exploration desires. Nyeh. Gonna get squished in this cave.
So that seems like a uniquely terrible way to go.
You ever hear about the Boston molasses flood?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
We're in general. Yeah, I know all about the molasses flood.
It just reminds me of that. Although at least... No, this would be very warm. So the sand would in fact probably be fairly similar, slightly less viscous. I keep thinking, okay, maybe it's reversed. No, I've just moved closer to the thing I was looking at.
Normal perspective.
Now it's going down? Question mark? No, it's just shadows. Come on. Okay, so somewhere close to... Oh my god, look at that. That's amazingly terrifying. But somewhere around here, I did see what looked like Chert's ship. I wonder if I can find it. There we go. Hey! This little planet rotates so fast. Oh, so we have a different construction of ship from mine. I mean, everyone is probably unique in some way. I don't know how he gets in here, though.
What do you think Chert is thinking about the sun right now?
I think Chert is freaking out because he already seemed to know that it was gonna go to supernova. Oh my gosh. That is such a weird thing to experience. Watching the sun do this dance. It is beautiful here. I think at this point it's already devoured the sun satellite that the Nomai left. Oh yeah. There it is. I bet I could dive into the sun from this planet. Not that I particularly want to, it's just kind of incredible. What the? I'm sorry, what am I looking at? Whoops. Well, I appear to have been correct about being able to dive into the sun. Was not, actually. Oh, okay. I landed on it. Great. Good. We have some intact Nomai structures. With the power still on. I don't know where I am. But I'm going up. Oh no, but I just got here, come on! Oh, I think this is what the Ember Twin looks like that close to the end. Maybe that's what happened. Well, that was fascinating. You'd think if one of them were going to lose everything on its surface, it would have been the Ash Twin, not the Ember Twin.
Well, maybe I've just lost track of which one we were on.
We were on the sand one. And
were we?
Yeah.
Because we were hanging out with Chert.
Oh, you're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah, I got it reversed in my head. Okay, so that makes a lot more sense. So towards the end, all of the ash on the Ash Twin goes away. Wacky. Okay, I think we've got time for one more run.
Yeah.
Do you have an opinion about where we should explore?
Do you want to try something new? Do you want to intentionally try Giant's Deep?
Sure, let's try Giant's Deep. So, let's find Giant's Deep. Try not to
Thankfully, it's really big.
into any of the other celestial bodies out here that are astonishingly close together. That's Dark Bramble. There's the twins. Brittle Hollow, Timber Hearth. Aha. There we go. So let's see what we can see on this planet. Looks like lots of storms. Got that fragment of a thing that was breaking up that we can always see when we come out here. Well, into the planet we go. There we go. So, we've got, oh, some actual rock. Can maybe land the ship. Sort of land. Good enough. Let's grab a spacesuit. Head on out. Huge storm out there. Everything is rainy, but clearly a Nomai settled structure. There's a gravity big enough for the Nomai shuttle. I bet this is where it tries to go. Got some stairs over here, remarkably intact given all of the water. This is an environment where we would expect a lot of wear. The gravity here is pretty high. Oh, it says so right in the suit thing. The statue workshop. Oh, wow. We have one of those Nomai statues right here, just like the one that we have back on Timberhearth, and its eyes are open, which, you know, makes me wonder if they all opened at the same time. Oh, hello. There's an up here. I didn't notice it until I was in it.
What is this tree doing?
Who knows? Oh, well, we have another place where the Nomai were living. This looks like the ruin of one of their bed structures. So this was a home. Poor Nomai's remains. What's this? I wish we could uncover it. We don't have any kind of mechanism for doing that in this game.
Yeah, it's not real archaeology. No trowels.
No trowels. Okay, some writing. Good, good. I'm going to test the memory statues. Okay, so this is kids, right? This is kids writing. It's dangerous, so we can't go. What if we sneak out?
Kids will be kids.
Flock specifically told us not to do that. Oh, but look down there. Oh, fascinating. Oh.
I love the use of screens. Because...
like as structure?
Because they're like canonically quite light boned. The Nomai?
Yes. And so why wouldn't they just... Oh, you're right. You're right, Ark of the Conclave. The writing it's bigger. It's more messy than average Nomai writing. Which is one of those things, it's just like, you're trying to tell me that this is actually handwritten? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. But
right,
yeah.
And they only have three. They don't have the normal number of fingers. A human number of fingers. Sorry, not normal.
Well, who knows what these things are. But, okay, so those statues are called memory statues, which, based on what we know about them, makes a lot of sense. Why am I stuck? Could I please get up over the edge of this? Yes, thank you. Oh. Gravity. It's a killer.
Ugh.
Okay, there we go. So, these look like storm. Like, that looks like a twister. And we know that there are huge storms on this planet. I mean, look at it. So I wonder
So,
what
like,
happens
what
if
is...
we stand in it when the storm comes. I mean, will I just die? Like, I should? Oh no, they're storm protection units.
That's
Oh.
cool.
I like that. And they're all lit up now. Whoa. They can do such fascinating things. Oh, there's another one coming, maybe? Oh, but here's one of those warp landing pads. And a log. Doesn't tell us anything right now. But hey, got some writing. Welcome to Giant's Deep. I'm excited for you to meet the statues. I'm not in the dwelling, I'm likely in the workshop. Okay, so this place was founded as a place for the statues, and this, oh my, just look at those water spouts. Those are incredible.
Why did Phlox want to be here?
I have no notion, but I kind of love it. Eh?
Huh, typical artist
Okay, so
language.
either that island or our island is floating. Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, quite possibly they're all floating. So, but they're floating on different currents, which is the thing that I think is unusual. Okay, there's the route back to... So, this is the dwelling space. And if you look at it, this makes a lot of sense as like an entryway. You port onto the planet, come down here. Do I need to be in here again? No, not right now. Oh. This is where we came in, right? No, not quite. Oh boy. Trying to find my way back to the workshop. No! Dang it. It's not very easy to jump around in double gravity. Okay, this looks like where we came in. So, where is the... Aha! There's the way to the workshop. Oh. Oh dear. Okay, so we can finally see what these doors look like when they're only just broken, which is to say that the intention crystal from the lock has fallen out. And that's the statue workshop. I don't know if we can actually get in there. Is there actually more to discover on this little island, or should I move on? Heck.
Where would you move on to?
I know that there are at least a couple other islands
Mm-hmm.
on Giant's Deep.
Where we're
Whoa!
not right now.
Whoa! Wow! Yeah, the kids were talking about going to the workshop because they were going to wake the statues up, right?
Yeah, they wanted to see it.
But we couldn't
Which,
get in the
fair enough.
workshop. So I don't know if we can get into the workshop. My guess is no, actually. But
That was pretty good timing.
it is pretty good timing. We probably didn't have that much longer before the sun exploded anyway. So,
No, just a few minutes.
So, Kiernan, are we game for next weekend?
Yes, I think
Excellent.
so.
All right. Excellent. So, in that case, thank you all so much for joining us. We are going to end here for the day. We will be back next week, same time-ish. Well, same time for me. And we will hopefully get a few more of these mysteries solved, or at least started. Thank you, Kiernan, so much for joining me, and thank you to those of you in chat who are following along, and thank you to those who will be watching as we post this onto our YouTube. Great to have you along. And hey, if you can toss in a couple of bucks to Save Ancient Studies, www.saveancientstudies.org/donate. Thanks so much. Bye.